All right, let's start the demo, guys. All right. So first of all, thank you so much for joining the today's masterclass organized by Ellipse Education, and thank you so much for joining on Independence Day, right? And happy Independence Day to all. And I think like we have less of attendance today because people are like in holiday mode already, right? And thank you so much for like coming on the holiday day and then giving your time, right? Let's start, right? So, first of all, let me try to introduce education ellipse in general, right? And then I will overall give you the agenda of the today's masterclass, and we will go through about it, right? So, first of all, let me open the website, right? So, hello everyone. I will try to introduce myself. I am Abhishek Agarwal. I have a total 8 years of experience into Azure data engineering, and I will be the host for overall master class today, right? Overall demo today, right? And in between the master class, if my voice is not clear or if my screen is not visible, you can type in the chat. I'm regularly checking the chat, right? So you can let us know. And then in today's masterclass, Vail Murugan will be assisting me, right? And he will be the tutor for the overall Snowflake data engineering course for you, right? And he got like 15 years of experience into big data, Databricks, Hadoop, Snowflake, AWS in general, right? And here in Education Ellipse, we provide the training. We both of us make sure that we provide the training as per our working experience, right? So we basically started teaching in during the COVID time, right? And then in the COVID time, we started helping the people who lost their job during COVID time, right? And then we started helping our friends, and then the friends, our friends got a job into the data engineering field, and then they referred their friends, and then soon we started getting like 5 students, 5 to 10, 10 to 15, and then we thought of opening an education ellipse where we can basically assist and help people to understand what we are doing in real time, right? And that is what we do. Okay. So the people who joined today, I joined from one basic agenda, right? All of you want to basically switch your career to Snowflake data engineering domain. Okay. And whenever you want to switch your career to Snowflake data engineering domain, what are the things you need, right? You basically need a real-time projects, which we will help you to understand, which will help you to implement together. We'll basically implement the project together. And like we will help you in the interview preparation, and then like how you can crack the interview, how you'll prepare for the interview, right? We'll help you with that. And in the small batch size of 20 people, right? And then we already done with 15, 14 to 15, 16 registration, right? And then we are looking for 3, 4 people, and then we'll close the registration. So we are looking for only 20 people, and then with 20 working professional, you can implement a project together with the tutor, and then basically write the project in your resume, and then go ahead and find a job, right? So this is the basic motto about it. And as I told you that we provide the training like a personalized training. So it's basically a small batch size training, and then we will basically help you, assist you till the end. And you will learn from the mentor who are working in the industry. We will help you with the resume preparation mock interview. We have a 7-day refund policy as well. So if you enroll with us and if you are not able to, like, if you're not satisfied with the training, you can get the refund in 7 days. And if you get a similar course anywhere in the market in less of a price, then also you can come back to us and we'll match the price, or either give you the course for free, right? That is what we can do for you. So we have a live courses about Azure, right? As I told you that I'm an Azure data engineer, and then we have a courses about Snowflake, AWS, Fabric, and then we are soon launching a Power BI course, a SQL core, and a Python course as well, right? Then we have a recorded material as well. So suppose if you want to go for a recorded material, then also we have that particular option, right? And then you can check out the reviews and everything in the website. Okay. Now for the live course, right? We have the Snowflake data engineering course for you guys, for which you guys are here, right? And then in the today's masterclass, we'll understand what is modern data warehouse, what is Snowflake, tools to learn, how much coding is required, how you can switch your career, what are the certification you can do, interview tips and salary insight, and then Q&A. You can also ask question from your mentors, right? And then this particular course is ideal for the people who are looking to upskill in Snowflake, have a basic knowledge about SQL, right? And it is basically looking for a ETL background, seeking a 3 years of experience, looking for two real-time project will teach you everything. And this is just what I described in the first page. 20 people batch size. Learn from the industry mentors. We'll help you in the resume preparation, mock interview. We have a 7-day refund policy. You can download the syllabus from here. You can check out what are the courses we are, what we are covering, right? That you can check out from here. We will cover two projects. One is this and another one is this, right? That you can check out. Then you can check out your tutor profile, right? You can go to his LinkedIn profile, Whale, and then you can understand what are the projects he has done in the past, what kind of background he has, right? You can check out everything from here. Then you can check out the reviews. You can also check out the LinkedIn profile of the people who completed the training. That also you can check out, right? You can check out. So we'll give you some certificate, and then after the like these are the price for the course, but we'll give you some offers in the end of the demo so that you can also enroll, right? So this is a summary, right, about Snowflake in general, right? Now the people who came today have this particular like a basic question, right? So suppose whenever you want to switch, these are the general question which you might have, right? What is cloud? Why Snowflake? What is Snowflake data engineering? What is cloud? Modern data cloud platform, right? So first is why part of it, right? Such as, hey, why cloud or why Snowflake or what is Snowflake in general, right? Then sometimes people have a question, hey, I am a fresher, I have a career gap, I am 10 years of experience guy. Can I switch? How I can switch, right? Then there is a question around, hey, I am eligible or not? I am from Power BI background, I am from SSIS background. Can I switch? How I can switch? Then there is a question about coding is required, how much coding is required, SQL is required or not, Python is required or not, that kind of a question, right? Then how we will do live projects, right? How we'll practice in Snowflake, right? And then how we'll prepare for the interview, how we'll handle scenario based question. So we will help you to answer each and every question, right? So you're fully onboarded and then you're fully with us, right? So the whole masterclass will divide in this particular format in which we will first go through the introduction, like why warehouse, what is a warehouse, why and what of data engineering, tools to learn, codings required, who can learn, roadmap, right? And then how you can prepare for the interview, experience to show, interview preparation, how you can go for scenario based question, mock interview, and then in the end we will basically give you some offers so that you can enroll, right? So this is the overall like flow, right? And then before we start, I really request you that if you are looking for a recording for the today's class, right? Uh and then if you want us to share the today's recording, learning material and whatever we are using in the today's master class, just write your number so that we can share the recording with you. And also we want to understand the general profile of the audience, okay, so that I we know you, okay? So you can type your profile and also your number if you're looking for the today's recording. So what you can do is, suppose you are from Power BI having 2 years of experience, you can write Power BI 2 years and then your number, so that we generally know the know you, and also will share the recording for you, right? So we will take 1 minute, right? And you guys can share the your profile till the time Whale will be sharing his screen, and then he can go through all the topics one by one and then give you the overview about it. And then in the end, he will give you the chance so that you can ask questions as well. Okay. So let's give like 1 minute time and then you guys can write your profile, right? So I will just start the timer for 1 minute and then I will ask Whale to share the screen. All right. So I will now ask Whale to share the screen and then he can go ahead with the demo. Give me a moment. Yeah, Whale, I think you can go ahead now.
Yeah, thanks, Abhishek. Let me share my screen. Yeah, I think everyone can see my screen. Hi, everyone. This is Vale here. So I have 16 years of experience. I've worked on premises, on cloud. So I've used AWS, Azure. I worked on different big data platforms, data migration systems projects. So I have good experience on working on different data architectures. I've used Databricks. I've worked on Spark. I've used Snowflake also. So with Snowflake, I've worked with DBT. I've used Airflow. I've worked on different kind of Snowflake projects also. So that is about my experience. So I started as a backend developer, then moved into data engineering, then like worked on different data projects. That is about myself. Okay, let us get into today's agenda. So first, let us see why data warehouse and what is modern data warehouse and why we need Snowflake in enterprise. Why we need Snowflake? We will see everything in detail. So, yeah, why company uses data warehouse? So that is the first question, right? So, like enterprise company, they have different IT systems. They have different business unit. So let us say within organizations, they have multiple teams, and the team is working on different business process. It can be related to sales, it can be related to marketing, it can be related to enterprise applications, it can be finance, like that. Within organization itself, you have different systems, and you have data coming in from all the sources. So I have to collect this data and store it in a centralized place so that I can use it for analytics. I can use it for advanced analytics. I can use it for data science, machine learning for different operations. So, in organizations, in the bigger organizations, the data is coming in from different applications are stored in a warehouse, and that is used for multiple purpose. Okay, so that is the why the organization use data warehouse. So it can be on premises, it can be in cloud. So Snowflake is a cloud based data warehouse. So in on-premises, the problem is in maintaining infrastructure, scalability, handling data volumes is very complex. Okay, so having a on-premises data warehouse is very complex for enterprise. So cloud warehouse got popular. There are popular data warehouse systems like Snowflake is the market leader. Other than Snowflake, you have BigQuery, Redshift, you have Azure Synapse Analytics, like that, different data warehouse systems. So the purpose of data warehouse is to collect the data from different sources, bring it to your warehouse area, and then that can be used for multiple analytical purpose. So the analytical teams can be different business groups or different teams in organizations. So it's meant for analytics. Okay, it's not meant for transactions. Here we are meant for analytics. It can be data science. It can be for business intelligence, dashboards, reporting. It can be for generative AI applications. So it can be for different kind of analytical systems in organizations. So companies are building a lot of data products, data-driven products, data-driven solutions, where all the analytical systems are built in this layer. So for them, your data warehouse plays a major role, where collecting the data, bringing it into your warehouse, and then you are going to do it. So this warehouse layer, it's a centralized layer of your organizations. So you collect from various sources. So you may collect from OLTP systems, you collect from ERP systems, you collect from web, social media. So different data you collect it, and you store here structured data. I have unstructured data, structured data. So you store it into centralized system and then you use it for analytics. Okay, so we have seen what is data warehouse. We have seen what are the data warehouse systems. Let us see what is like a modern data platform. So what is data platform? So in organizations, they have a data platform. So in data platform, you can see again here, you have different layers here. So we have data sources, ingestion layer, storage layer, processing layer, and consumption layer. So the consumption layer is the consumers. Again, the consumers are machine learning teams, data science teams, business intelligence teams, different teams, analytical teams in organization, data-driven teams like that, different analytics team in organizations. So you bring the data from different application in organizations. The application can be SaaS applications. It can be database, OLTP database like MySQL, SQL Server, Oracle, or it can be ERP systems like SAP, Oracle, CRM systems like Salesforce. So you are collecting data from different system, bringing it into storage layer. Storage layer can be data warehouse like Snowflake, Redshift, or it can be data lake. Okay, so in modern data platform, you have multiple systems. So in enterprise, they are not using one product, they are using multiple products for building the modern data platform. Okay, so they build the data platform and the consumers are going to do different things. They're going to do analytics, machine learning, all these things. So you can use Snowflake in the modern data platform for data engineering, for data lake, for data warehouse, for data science, for data sharing, for data driven applications. So you can use Snowflake for different operations and easier for consumers to build run queries and build different faster analytical applications on top Snowflake. Okay, Snowflake is a data platform which helps you to build data driven solutions. So I can collect the data from different sources, bring it to Snowflake and store it into data warehouse or data lake, and then I can use it for different consumers. Okay, that is where Snowflake plays a major role. In the organization, use a Snowflake as a data platform. Okay, so like here, we can understand that in organization, they have data platform, they have database, they have data lake, data warehouse. Why different data layers? Okay, why different data systems? Because data are coming from different sources and data are coming in different forms. So you are going to get structured data, unstructured data, semi-structured data. So if the data are coming in different format, if the data are coming in structured format, semi-structured, unstructured data, I can collect the data, store it into your data warehouse or data lake. So in organization, we use data warehouse and data lake. So I can store it into data lake or data warehouse, or I can store it into a database also. So why we need database, why we need data lake, why we need data marts, like different data storage systems. So in organizations, for transaction processing, for like you have web applications, you have mobile applications, where it is going to be used by end users and they do faster reads, faster writes. They use OLTP. So they use your MySQL, Oracle, SQL Server, all the OLTP system for doing faster reads and faster write. But problem with your OLTP system is it has some limitations. So your OLTP system can be used for faster read and faster writes, but it doesn't have scalability. It cannot store large volume of data. For analytics, you cannot use this system. Okay, it's not suitable for analytics, for machine learning or AI, for long running queries. You cannot use this. I can have like 1 year of data, 6 months of data. I can use it for web applications, for financial transaction, like e-commerce applications, or some web-based application. I can build it on top of this, but I cannot use it on for analytical processing. So we use Snowflake, Redshift, like Databricks or BigQuery for analytical process. So you can run long running queries here. You can, because this is highly scalable, it can store large volume of data. You can store petabytes of data. So in organizations, bigger organizations, they have large volume of data. So data are coming from different applications and the data is their customers base is huge. So they are going to use lot of data and from that they are going to do a lot of intelligence. They are going to do a lot of data driven solution, data driven intelligence. So they need analytical system. If they use OLTP, it will affect the end users. It will affect their operational systems. Okay, so it will affect directly the users. So they will not use OLTP for operational activity. They'll use only for operational activity. For analytics, they'll use another database, which is like a Snowflake or Redshift or Databricks. Okay, so for analytics, you use a different architecture, a data platform. In organizations, they maintain a data platform where it is meant for analytics or it meant for data science or all the advanced analytics. So in the organizations, they use data lake, they use data warehouse, they use data marts. So transaction data is stored in database. Structured data, organization-wide data is stored in your data warehouse. Department-specific data is stored in data mart. And unstructured data, semi-structured data, raw form of data, which is not cleaned, the data is in very raw form, is stored in data. So in organization, they have different storage layers. So you collect the data, bring it to your storage layers, and then you do analytics. So this is how organization does it. And they have a layer in here. We call it as ingestion layer, transformation layer, delivery layer. So we have different layers. So ingestion of bringing the data into your staging layer, then transforming that and delivery. Okay, so you need to know you need to know how data platform works. In data platform, what are the layers? What is ingestion layer, transformation layer, delivery layer, and where Snowflake is used, where cloud systems like data lake is used, and how to load different type of data, how to bring data from OLTP systems, how to bring data from like different unstructured data, semi-structured data. So you need to know all the ingestion process. Transformation process. You need to know how to do transformation using SQL, transformation using Python. So you need to know that, and you need to know delivery, how to share the data with my different consumers. So you need to know delivery also. So in this project, so in the course, we are going to cover all these layers. So we are going to build a data platform. So we are going to work on a data platform. So in real world, each organization has their own data platform. Okay, so if you are going to learn Snowflake, and if you are going to use Snowflake as only a data warehouse, it is not going to be useful. Okay, because in real world, Snowflake is part of your data platform. So you need to know how to use Snowflake in a data platform, how you can do ingestion in various ways. So ingestion can happen through Snowflake. Ingestion can happen through other tools. So you need to know that techniques also. And transformation, there are different ways of transformation. You can do transformation using SQL, transformation using Spark, transformation using Snowspark or DBT. So you need to know different ways of doing transformations. So in this course, we are going to cover everything. So ingestion, we are going to cover different ways using like with Snowspark, like with Snowflake, how to do ingestion. We will cover that also. So if you see the ingestion techniques, we are going to cover different ways of ingestions using like copy command, SnowPipe, or using JDBC, how to do ingestions, or by using tools like using ADF, using Spark, using Airbyte, how to do ingestion and transformations, writing SQL based transformations or DBT based transformations. So we are going to learn that also in the course. Okay, and we are going to use we are going to build a real world project, and we are going to cover on all the ingestion layer, transformation layer, and orchestration, and then data consumption also. So we are going to build a live project which is something related to the real world scenario. Okay, so this is what we are going to cover in the course. So we are starting with basics. We are starting with Snowflake basics, how to create tables, how to create stage, how to do cloud integration. So we are going to use AWS and Azure here. So we will be like using AWS heavily, and we will see a little bit on Azure, because AWS is the again they are the one who integrated with Snowflake earlier. So they have a lot of AWS data integration in an easier way. So we will use AWS and Snowflake, and also we'll see Azure. We will use ADF. We will see basic things on Azure also. So in the course, we are going to start with basics, then slowly get into advanced sections. How to do work on ingestion layer, transformation layer, we are going to see. So like let me go to the syllabus. We will see the syllabus and the project. So in the course, we will see like what are the things we are going to learn. So we are starting with Snowflake basics, architecture, Snowflake concepts, and we are creating tables, view, stages, basic thing of data loading and unloading activity in Snowflake. Then we are working on cloud integration, working with your AWS, integrating with your Azure, buckets, ADLS layers. So how to do cloud integration. Then time travel, cloning, data sharing futures in Snowflake. Then you can see we are starting with Airflow, where we are trying to run our orchestration framework using Airflow. Then we are starting on ingestion layer. So we are starting an ingestion using Spark, ingestion using Airbyte. So we are starting an ingestion, transformations, and then we are getting into project. So we are using for transformation, we are using Snowspark, and transformation using DBT. We are seeing DBT from basics, and then we are going to advanced level of DBT like incremental models, snapshots. So we are covering macros. So we are seeing covering advanced also. Then we are getting into the project. So we are doing two projects here. In the first project, we are implementing a real world system, a batch processing pipeline. So we are doing full load also. We are doing incremental load also. In the first project, we are doing full load and incremental load for the ingestion, and transformation. You use DBT and we use Airflow for orchestration. So in the first project, if you see the first project architecture, you can see this is the architecture where we are bringing the data into ingestion layer using Airbyte or Spark here. So using Glue and Spark, we are bringing the data into ingestion layer. Then we are doing transformation using DBT, and we are doing delivery here. Okay, so the data is consumed by consumers. So in the first project, we are using for ingestion, we will use Airbyte or Glue and then Spark we will use for ingestion. And for orchestration, we will use Airflow. For DBT transformation, we will use SQL, we will use Snowspark, and we will use DBT. So we are going to see different ways of transformations in the first project. So we are building a batch processing pipeline, and we are doing incremental process also and full load also here in the first project. And after that, after covering the first project, we are seeing ADF scenarios here, how to use ADF, do ingestion, and we are working on GitHub integrations, like how to integrate your Snowflake with GitHub, how to do like run your DBT code with GitHub. We are seeing ingestion on that. Then we are starting on streaming pipeline. We are using Kafka. We are using AWS Kinesis for streaming pipeline. So we are building a streaming pipeline and working on a second project. So second project is a streaming pipeline. So in the second project, we are doing a live like processing of data. The entire data pipeline is running for 5 minutes. Within the 5 minutes, you will get the data. We are going to do analytics here by building a streaming analytics here. So for that, we use Kafka or Kinesis, and we are going to build the streams and tasks, and then that is going to help us to build a streaming pipeline. So in the second project, so this is the architecture. So we are going to collect the data and we are going to process here. We are going to have multi-hop architecture or a medallion architecture, and process the data using streams and tasks. So we are using streaming pipeline on Snowflake. So we are covering batch processing also. We are covering streaming processing also. And we are covering all the required elements for Snowflake. Snowflake, we are covering Snowflake like SQL, DBT, Airflow integration, and streams and tasks. Okay, so that is what we are covering in the entire course. And then we are discussing about performance tuning, optimizations, and then interview discussions, scenarios. So everything will be covering in the course. Okay, so this is what we are going to cover in the course. And here, the ingestion, we will cover different ways of ingestion. That means in the course, we will cover different way of ingestion, how to bring the data into Snowflake in different ways. From CSV file, from JSON file, from OLTP systems like MySQL or SQL Server, how to bring data, from streaming system, how to bring data, from SaaS application, how to bring data. So we are covering all the ingestion layers, we are covering all the transformation layer and orchestration, and then different ways of transformation techniques also. So we are discussing about the building a data platform using Snowflake. So that is what we are going to cover in the course. Okay, so we are going to use here cloud and then Snowflake trial account. So what are the tools are required? So we are going to use AWS trial account. So the trial account normally you will have for 30 days. After 30 days, you can subscribe with another email ID. So your trial account of AWS is fine because in trial account, so let me go to my trial account. You can see this is a 30 days trial account. Here, I am using a you can see here, which is an enterprise version. They are provided as a free. Okay, so you are getting an enterprise version for 30 days as a free from Snowflake. So you can use email ID and create it. So after 30 days, you can use another email ID and create it. So for Snowflake, you don't have to spend, but for cloud, AWS cloud or Azure, you have to create a free tier account. And we are going to use a few cloud features like data lake here, S3 will use, IM you will use. So you need to use that, and I will tell you how to use it efficiently. So how you can avoid cost here. I will tell that also like in the course. So we are going to use AWS trial account and free trial Snowflake AWS account we are going to use in the course. So these are the tools we are going to use. Other than that, we will be using Visual Studio Code for development. And in the local, we can run Snowspark, like a Snow SQL in the local. So you can easily, if your 30 days version is expired also, we have all the code in local. So easily you can get into another cloud. That means you can easily like set up your another trial version and use it. So we will see that also in the course, how to use Visual Studio and do local development, and how you can integrate with GitHub, how you can use different Snowflake trial version. That also we'll see the course. Okay. Now we have seen what will be covered in the course. You can ask your questions now. We have seen what is data warehouse, what is Snowflake like as a data platform, and we have seen how Snowflake works on the different layer, in the ingestion layer, in the transformation layer, and what is covered in the course we have seen. So you can ask your questions now. Okay, if you have any questions, you can unmute yourself and ask your questions. Okay, you can see here, Snowflake is used across different industries, market leaders. It's used by bigger companies, and you can see different industry wise who are using Snowflake and for what purpose they use Snowflake. So you can go to their website, see their customers, understand it, and like a lot of you can see a lot of companies here are market leader in different sectors, and they use it for data engineering, they use it for analytics, data science, and different analytical operations. Okay, now you can ask your questions.
So what are the different application or tools we are covering here? Is Snowflake is one of them, and the
Yeah.
DBT and some other as well.
So we are going to cover we are going to use Snowflake as a core data platform, and along with
Hmm.
Snowflake for ingestion, we will use Spark and then
Hmm.
Python for ingestion. That is one way of
Hmm.
doing. So ingestion can be done in multiple ways. So I can
Correct.
use
Yes.
Airbyte. I can do ingestion using Airbyte, which is a UI based tool. I don't have to
Hmm.
write any code. From UI tool
Hmm.
itself I can do. That we will cover it. We will use Airbyte to see
Hmm.
how from UI we can do it. We will use
Hmm.
Python code for doing ingestion. Again with the ADF also we'll do ingestion. So we are going to cover all this thing for different ways of ingestion, so that you can use like either with UI based tool, or if you are familiar with Python, you can use Python and Spark for doing ingestion, or if you are in Azure platform, you can use ADF for ingestion. So we are covering all this thing for ingestion. For transformations, we are going to write SQL using Snowflake. We are going to use DBT core for transformations, and we are going to use Snowspark also. So different ways of transformation we are going to cover here. And for orchestration, we are going to use Airflow. So we are going to use Airflow for orchestration, building a ETL pipeline, scheduling it, running it multiple times. So we will use Airflow. Okay, so these are the tools we are going to learn here. And GitHub integration with Snowflake, we will learn that also.
Okay.
Will we cover what is the difference between Snowflake and Databricks?
Yeah, we will cover.
Okay.
So I missed again. So I said about ingestion, all this thing. I missed the streaming system. So we are covering Kafka. We are covering AWS Kinesis, and like working on streams and tasks on streaming pipelines. So along with this, we are building a streaming pipeline also. So that is also we are covering in the course. So if you see here, this is also we are covering it. For a streaming services, we are collecting the data and building a streaming thing, and then we are covering it. And we will cover how it is compared with Databricks. So Databricks and Snowflake are the market leader in the data platform. So as I said, you can build a data platform using Snowflake or using Databricks. They are the both are the like in data engineering, Databricks is the market leader. In data warehouse, Snowflake is the market leader. But you can do same kind of operation using both of them. So previously, if you see 5 years back, companies were using for data engineering, they were using Databricks, and for data warehouse, they were using Snowflake. So they had both. Now what they did is, now Snowflake supports all the operation which you do it in Databricks. That means I can write Spark. Your Databricks provides you a Spark environment, and distributed computing can do it easily. So that means using Databricks, I can do ETL easily. That is the advantage of Databricks. So if you, as I said, in a data platform, so if you want to do data engineering, your Databricks was used in previous scenario. Okay, but now what Snowflake did is they brought in all the Snowspark feature and then distributed computing feature into Snowflake itself. So you can do data engineering also in the Snowflake platform. So other than data warehouse capability, they brought in data engineering capability also. So you can use Snowflake for building data platform. So you can do whatever we do it in Databricks, we can do it in the Snowflake itself. You don't need another license. You don't need Databricks license. Okay, that is why. In Databricks, we write Snowspark, we write Spark, and we do distributed computing. That you can do it in Snowflake itself. Okay, that is what Snowflake is providing in the data platform. So we will see that in detail. We will see how Databricks is using, how you can do the same operation in Snowflake. We'll compare and see that different ways, advantage, what is the advantage and disadvantage of both the systems. Okay, any questions from anyone?
Yeah, well,
Hello.
so
Yeah.
do I learn data modeling as well?
We will see how to build star schema, how to build Snowflake schema, how you will build fact table, dimension tables. So when you are going to learn Snowflake, the dimensional modeling also we will do. So we are going to learn how you can build fact tables, dimension tables. And when you are working on the projects, we are going to build the data models also.
Okay. Thanks.
Because data warehouse is the core capability of Snowflake. Okay, so when you are working on analytical systems, your data is stored in fact and dimension tables, and we do data modeling there. So your data warehouse core capability is data warehouse. So that is why I did not get into the core capability. I was telling more into data engineering side. So we can do data engineering also. You can use data warehouse also in the Snowflake.
Sure.
So we are going to see both. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Is it mandatory to learn any ETL tool along with the Snowflake?
Yeah, at present, if you see as a data engineer, as a Snowflake data engineer or Snowflake developer, we work on the end-to-end system. That means in organizations, they look for you when they you apply for a jobs, they look for candidate with both the knowledge. They cannot have a guy who is working on ingestion layer and another guy for working on the data warehouse system. So they want you to have a little bit knowledge on this because this is a reusable code. This is a one-time activity you do it. So once you learn it, you're going to run it the same thing again and again. You are not going to do a lot of things here. You will do one time. The ingestion of data is a one-time activity. For that, I cannot hire another developer. I cannot have another developer or a data engineer to do this work. So they look for your Snowflake developer should have knowledge on this also, ingestion also, how to integrate with the cloud, how to pull the data from different sources. You should have a knowledge on that. That is why nowadays, if you see all the openings, they ask for your knowledge. If you don't have extensive knowledge also, it's fine. You need to have basic knowledge. You don't need to be an expert on Python. You don't need to be expert on these tools. You need to have basic knowledge, how to connect to the systems, how to extract data. Here we are not doing any transformations. You are not going to do core logic here. You are not going to do complex logic. You are just pulling the data and bringing it to landing area. And we do all the complex logic here in data warehouse. We do transformations here. So we do all the complex operation here. We are just here connecting to the system, pulling the data, bringing to landing. That is what we are doing ingestion layer. So if you have basic knowledge, it is enough for them. So the companies can use the existing system. They don't have to go for another data engineer or data developer here. That is why they look for with Snowflake, you need to have a little bit knowledge on cloud, you need to have a little bit knowledge on the ingestion tools. You need to have knowledge.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so if you can search for job opportunities, you can see in all the job opportunity, they may look for you experience with any of these tools, right? They may ask you, you don't have to. There are multiple tools. There are like 100 plus tools for ingestion. There are like Metallic is there, Stripe is there, Informatica is there. There are a lot of tools. You don't have to learn all the tool. If you know one tool, that is enough. Okay, so the process is same. So if you learn Airbyte, I can work on Python, I can work on Metallion or Stripe, different ingestion process because all are UI based system where you are going to give connection details. I'm going to connect to the system, extract data. So if I work on one tool, it's easier to work on other system. That is why if you can convince them the interviewer easily. I have worked on Airbyte, so I can easily learn Python, I can easily learn Metallion, which is used in organization. So even though you have not worked on the other tools, but if you work on one tool here, easily you can work on the other tools. So that is why we are learning here one ingestion system using UI, one ingestion system using Python, and one ingestion using Azure. We are learning one ingestion technique. So you can easily convince your interview.
Okay, will you give any intro support like proxy?
No, we don't give proxy anything. We guide you,
Okay,
like we provide you like interview questions. We provide you mock interviews. We help you for, we do guidance for attending interviews, but we don't do proxy.
okay. Total how many days course duration?
So 2 months, 2.5 months
Two
to two
months.
months. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Okay, so any questions from anyone? Okay, Abhishek, you can take it over, Abhishek.
All right. Thank you so much, Vale, for the introduction. I will again proceed and explain few more things which will help you. Give me a moment. All right. So I think you guys already understood about why warehouse, what is data engineering, what about Snowflake, right? And coding is required or not. What is the roadmap, right? Everything you guys understood now. Now there are sometimes a question about what kind of a role we can apply. Then there are sometimes question about that, hey, how the learning journey will look like, how we will do projects, right? So those questions you might have, and which I will try to answer those questions. So first of all, like what kind of a role which you can apply, right? So suppose if you go to the the Naukri.com profile and those things, right? So suppose if I go to Naukri and if I try to write Snowflake data engineering, for example, or Snowflake developer, you can apply to all of these jobs and you can see the demand of that, right? At the same time, you can see the demand of that, and then you can see the jobs which you have around different experience. That also you can see. So for 2 years of experience, you have the job, and then for 3 years of experience, for 4 years of experience, you have the job, right? So you have the job for different kind of experience. That is also there. Same thing, you can go and LinkedIn and then you can do it, right? And then no matter if you're a fresher, then also you have a jobs, right? And then you will say that Abhishek, it's less. But yeah, there is a job for fresher. There is a always less job no matter which particular technology you choose, right? But if you basically learn it properly, if you do relevant project, then getting this 1,000 job, getting selected in one of them is not so difficult as well at the same time. So you can do it, right? And then when you increase the experience as well, you'll get the job in that. And then when you search data engineer as well, there is a job opening for that. So you can apply to all of these jobs. And then not only in India, our trainings are capable enough to give you the job across the world, which is, I suppose, if you're finding a job in like in any other country, then also you can do it because Vale and both of us are doing regular project in Germany, European countries, in US as well. So we will assist you to get a job all across the globe, right? That can be done. by our training which we are providing you. So our trainings are capable enough to get you the job in India and also in US and also in European country, wherever you're targeting, right? So that's there. Now sometimes there's a question that, hey, how the learning journey will look like. So this is how the learning journey will look like. So if I open my like Graphy portal, right? So this is our learning platform. You can access our application in the mobile as well, in mobile application as well. You can access the application and at Education Ellipse application. And at the same time, our trainings will look like this. For example, if I show you any of the training, like suppose if I open the Snowflake training, right? Here, class by class, we'll build project, right? Class by class, we'll build project, and after certain class, one project is completed, right? So after this, all the classes, the one project is completed, and then everything is done real time in front of you, shown to you, and then you can replicate that with you, right? That is what you can do. And also here, if you see, we are learning a small people, small batch size, that there are no like 100 people, 200 people attending the class. There are like, these are the different people, 6, 7 people, 8 people, 9 people, 10 people, 20 people. Like, so the batch size is relatively small, 20 people only. Then sometimes like 10 people join, some time 12 people are joining, right? So here you can see that only 10 to 12 people, 13 people are there. And then you can learn it in a compact batch size. You can do it the project together. That is what gives you the real time project experience as well, because when you build a project in the company, there's no like 200 people attending brainstorming together, right? So here you can like learn the project together. And at the same time, like here also you see that, hey, we built 2 projects, right? And then in the end, again, we are building a project like a retail project. Here also, like everything is done real time in front of you and shown you, right? So this is how the training will go. Give me a moment, guys. I think somebody unmuted and then it's giving me a background noise. Give me a moment. All right. So I will again my sharing my screen. All right, so here also you can do, you're building a project. Then after that, all the interview preparation is done. Then we are telling you how to optimize your Naukri.com profile, how to optimize your resume, right? And how you can increase the profile query, right? That kind of a suggestion we are giving you. And all of our training follows the same path, right? So you, first of all, like if I go to any sort of a training, right? Suppose if I open this particular training, the after every class there's a homework, after every class there's a homework, after every class there's a homework, then we build a project. Then after every class there's a homework, after every class there's a homework, after every class there's a homework, right? And then we again build a project, right? And then we are telling you how to basically handle scenario based question, how to prepare for the interview, and then we are giving you the sample resume, mock interview, everything, right? So if you see this, right? So for cracking the interviews, what are the things you basically need, right? You first of all need a very solid resume, sorry, projects, right? Which we are doing with us. Then you need like you need to have a good resume, right? Which we will help you. Then you need to understand how to like answer interview question, scenario based question, all of that technical challenges, right? That also we are telling you. Then we are taking a mock interview as well, right? That also we are telling you, like doing for you. And then it's a 20 people batch size. So it's a small batch size in which you can learn together, ask questions, and then it will give you feel that, hey, tutor knows you, you know a tutor, you know your surrounding, right? And gives a real time feeling. That is what it gives you. So this is how we will proceed about it. Okay. Now sometimes people say that, hey, like how it is different than Udemy and how it is different than like YouTube course and all of that. Then like it is different in a way that if you go to if I open YouTube, for example, right, and then if I search Snowflake data engineering, Snowflake data engineering YouTube or something, right? Then if you open this, right, if you watch these videos, right, these videos are good, right? So you can learn from this, right? It's not like you cannot learn from this. But the problem is, suppose if you want to ask the question to this guys, right? If you want to ask question to this guys, you cannot do it. And at the same time, if you ask them, hey, how you build a project, you are telling me is individual piece, but how you build a project, that you cannot discuss with them. And at the same time, um, yeah, they cannot help you how to optimize your profile, how to optimize the Naukri.com profile. All of that is suggestion is not there. We will basically providing you the end-to-end solution. And somebody pinged that, hey, are you providing the placement? No, we are not providing the placement. But what we are doing is we are making you capable enough so that you can get a job. So suppose in any of the job, right? So there are so many job openings right now, okay? Sometimes what companies does, so many of the training institute does, they say that, hey, we will give you the job openings as well. And they charge some sort of like 10,000, 20,000 just for doing that, right? But if you see there are so many job openings, right? So many job opening for different profiles. So you learn and then you go to the interview and then you apply, right? From here also you can apply and then you can get an interview call. So getting an interview call is not difficult until unless you're prepared, and then you can crack the interview, right? So that is doable, right? And we are an individual tutor, we are working real time, right? And then we are guiding you real time what is being done, so that once you get a job then you can deliver the project as well. So this is how it is different than YouTube. Okay, so now let me summarize everything so that it's very very clear for you, right? So if I summarize everything, right? So now it gives you 3 years of experience. You will be learning Snowflake, Airflow, Glue, ADF, DBT. You will do 2 projects in 2 months, right? And then you can go for SnowPro core certificate. And this course is like good enough for the people who know SQL, right? So if you know SQL, you can learn it, right? And then you can start the classes from tomorrow 8:30 p.m. IST, right? The classes timings are 8:30 p.m. IST to 10:30 p.m. IST. Saturday and Sunday we'll have the class, right? In the morning you can have the class. And this is the summary, right? Now we already got like 15 to 16 registration. We are looking for 3 to 4 registration, and then we'll close the registration, right? And now if you're looking for the enrollment, right, this is the offer which we are giving. As I told you that in the last we'll give you some offer. So this is the offer which we are giving. So original price is 20,000 rupees, but in the today's demo you can get it in 18,000 rupees. You need to pay 10,000 rupees now. Rest 8,000 you can pay after a week, right? There is only one class which has happened, which is a very basic architecture class, right? And for that, once you register, we will give you the recording. You can watch it before the class in 2x speed, and then you can complete it before like tomorrow's class. And if you are not able to watch it as well, then we'll give you some recap so that you're onboarded and you will be able to understand tomorrow class without any problem, because we are just teaching basic as of now. And then if you're looking for a recording, suppose if you say that, Abhishek, I just want to go for recording rather than going for a live class, then also we have that option, right? So the price of that is less, right? So the price of that is 8,999. In the today's offer, in the today's demo, you can get it in 7,999. Now, sometimes there's a question that what is the difference between live and recording? In the live, you will learn live in every weekend in a schedule, right? And also we will help you in mock interview, resume preparation. You can have a call with the tutor when you're giving an interview, right? Those kind of assistance is there in the live class. And also you will have a schedule that you can attend the classes daily. In the recording, you just get a recording, right? And then you can prepare it. You will get the interview question, you can prepare it, but you cannot have a mock interview. You cannot have a daily call with the tutor or some sort of like interview guidance that you cannot get, right? So those kind of assistance is not there. But syllabus wise, everything is same. Content wise, everything is same. In live class you get the live coaching, right? You can ask with the tutor, you can know the colleague, like 20 people who are you are working with, you can discuss ideas with them, you can discuss the ideas with the tutor and all of that. In the recording you just get a recording. We will add you to a group in which you can ask your doubt, you can clarify your doubt, right? With the tutor we have a dedicated WhatsApp group in which we'll add you, and you can ask the doubt with the tutor in the recording, right? And then if your doubts are not clarified in the text message, you can probably have a call with the small call with the tutor so that you can doubts are clear. So in the recording we'll make sure your doubts are clear, but the interview support or like some sort of like resume building and then resume review and all of that is not there in the recording. Okay, we will give you sample resume, you can make a resume. So just to summarize, the offer will end today 11:59 p.m. IST, and from tomorrow you can start the class. You need to pay 10,000 rupees now, rest after a week, right? And then we have a 7-day refund policy. And then if you're not satisfied, if you get a similar course anywhere in the market with the similar syllabus, you can come back to us and we'll match the price, right? So this is the final offering, right? And now if you're looking for enrollment, let me send the link in the chat so that you guys can go ahead and enroll, right? And then we'll give you then you can also ask question if you have any, right? Give me a moment. All right, guys. So you can use the link given in the chat, and then you can go ahead for the enrollment. And if you have any question, anything of that sort, you can also ask us. I will give you the chance so that you can again unmute and ask question. Give me a moment. All right. If you have any question, guys, please go ahead and ask the question if you have any question. All right. Anybody has any question which I can answer? Uh, Somebody is asking, is for Airflow Python is required? Will, can you answer this question, please?
So for Airflow is a Python-based framework. So you need to have basic knowledge on Python for Airflow, for orchestration with Airflow. But we are going to use same kind of code for multiple triggers, right? Like multiple scheduling pipeline you're going to do. So if you have basic knowledge, that is it. So we are not going to write complex code there. So we're going to write simple code on the Python. So ingestion also, we will use little bit code on Python. So basic knowledge is enough. Because with the Snowflake, Airflow is used for orchestration. So if you learn only Snowflake, it's not going to help you because you need to know cloud integration, you need to know orchestration, you need to know ingestion, different things. That is why you will see little bit on use Python and do orchestration. So you need to have a little bit of knowledge on Python. We are not going to cover basics of Python. You have to learn by yourself basics of Python. In the course, we are not going to cover. We are going to
We
get
will,
into.
yeah, we'll guide you how you can learn, right? We will give some learning materials or like suggestion from where you can cover it, but it won't be a like a challenging task for you, like list, tuple, dictionary, those kind of a thing. You can learn. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, Will.
Yeah. Yeah, we will guide you how to prepare for Python. So, like you can prepare like 1 week or 2 week, and then you can learn some basic Python. Then it will be easier for you to work on it. Okay. Like you can take it over, Abhishek.
All right. Anybody has any question, guys, which I can answer regarding anything?
Yeah, Abhishek, am I audible? This is Sudhakar.
Yeah, you're audible.
Okay, so just I am the person asking about this question. So I'm seeing this in a roadmap. You have mentioned build ETL. For that Spark, we are going to use that one. So the Spark also are you going to part in this course, or else separately we have to learn this?
Like for ingestion, we are going to use Spark. Okay, so that means we are going to learn Glue, little bit basics of for ingestion, how to take data from SQL, MySQL, and load it into Snowflake. That like that we will learn basic one. We are not going to cover deeper into Spark. We are going to cover little bit on Spark, how to read the data and write it like that basic thing on Spark. For ingestion, how you can take it from different systems. Like we are going to learn ingestion using Snowflake also using SQL. But you need to
Okay,
know a little bit on Spark also because that is the expectation in the market. In the market, they look
right.
for you to do some simple things on Spark. So we are going to learn simple things. We are not going to get deeper into because there is a separate course. If you are going into Spark, you do transformation on Spark also. We are not going to get deeper into Spark and do data frames, all this thing. We are not going to do deeper into Spark. We are going to learn some things on ingestion, how to do using Spark. We are going to.
Okay.
Okay, any questions from anyone?
Hello, well, and Abhishek. Am I audible?
Yeah.
Yeah. Could you show any project which you have done previous? for demo purpose?
Like Abhishek shared the course content, right? If you have seen that, the project is shown already, right? So when Abhishek was walking through the previous course, like completed one, he has covered the project one, project two, everything was there.
Okay.
So in the syllabus, because this question is from you, right? So in the syllabus, you can see the architecture diagram of the project, right? Your question is to, what is your question? You want to see the architecture diagram or what you want to know?
You heard about the project, final project you will done, right? So previously, if you have any done a project, I want to see. That's why I asked you.
So the project we have done, like you want to see as in you want to see what? You want to see the architecture diagram of the
Snowflake,
project or details of the project or what you want to see?
any kind of
So the
both
normally the
maybe.
data engineering project are like a platform, right? You are building a platform. You cannot show a demo quick and run, like a web application. You cannot run it and show it quickly. It's a platform you are going to build. So we are going to build step by step. And in the course we are covering, and then can show the architecture here, but we cannot run it and show a demo, right? We cannot show it in the like in the demo classes. We cannot run it and show quickly. Okay, in
Okay,
the
okay,
course,
okay,
we cover step by step. We run it in the ingestion layer, we run the transformation layer, and then we show the project. So that is how you can show a demo of the data platforms. You cannot show in one session, right? In a demo class, I cannot run. It's not a quick way of start and stop. I cannot show that because it's a bigger project. It's like a 1 year or 2 years project we are showing, which cannot be done, which cannot be run in one step. We cannot run it. It takes a lot of effort to run it. But in the course, we are going to
okay,
run it and show step by step.
okay. Thank you, Value.
All right. Anybody has any question, guys?
This is about the duration. So 30 weekends are you going to cover this entire course, whatever we have planned? 30
Yeah.
weekends or 30,
Yeah,
30
yeah.
weekends? Only one per week, only one day.
Saturday and Sunday. So weekly Saturday and Sunday, 2 hours. It will extend for 2.5 hours. For Q&A session, we'll have last half an hour. So like that, we will
Okay.
go for like 18 to 19 classes. So
Okay.
that will be like 2.5 months.
2.5 months. Okay.
Yeah. So if previous batch, it went to 18 to 19 sessions. Like so that like you can see like 18 to 19 sessions, like 9 weekends, which was around like 2.5 months.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
All right, guys. So let me just conclude, right? So in this particular course, we will give you 3 years of experience. We will teach you Snowflake, Glue, Airflow, ADF, DBT. We will do 2 projects. After doing the course curriculum, we can go for SnowPro course certificate. You can get basic knowledge about SQL. The batch start date is from tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. IST, Saturday and Sunday, 2 days. It will go for 2.5 months, 2 to 2.5 months. And then if you're looking for an enrollment, the batch will start from tomorrow. We are looking for 3 to 4 people and then we'll close the registration. And the original price is 20,000 rupees. In today's demo, you can get it in 18,000 rupees. You need to pay 10,000 rupees now, rest after a week. Similarly, you can also get the recording and learn it at your own pace. The original price is 8,999. In today's demo, you can get it in 7,999. The link I have pasted in the chat. You can go ahead and enroll and see you tomorrow if you're enrolling. If not, then you take your time and come back to us, right? Thank you so much. One last time, anybody has any question? Okay. If not, then thank you so much, guys. See you around if you're enrolling. Bye. Thank you.